what is your take? In order to scale up, would you require the risk appetite, or do you feel analytical ability is the more preferred skill set for someone who wants to scale up? Or maybe something else.
Same thought. Yeah, sure. So I'll just continue the same thought again. We specialize in the family business and SME sector. Entrepreneurship is our forte, by the way. Entrepreneurship is our forte. And I have always felt that most trainers don't have experience before they teach. They're teachers, they're not trainers. They're teachers, not trainers. 4 आदमी का पगार निकाल के दिखाओ ना, बाद में जाके बैठो किसी ओनर के पास और बोलो कि सर आई वुड लाइक टू कोच यू. टीम बिल्ड करो ना, 15 लोग का टीम बिल्ड करो, राइट? उनका बीच का जो गड़बड़ होता है उनसे परफॉर्मेंस निकलवाओ पहले, देन बिकम अ टीम बिल्डर और लीडरशिप ट्रेनर. उसके बाद बनो ना. Just see क्या दम आता है आपके आवाज में. You will not imagine the confidence that you will get when somebody says, "Sir, I'm having a problem with 3 of my employees." You will say, "I know exactly what you're undergoing." You will actually empathize. So many trainers are teachers, and that's why they are not trainers. They got it. You have to walk the talk. If trainers don't walk the talk, who will walk the talk? Teachers don't. Teachers will tell you from the textbook and they'll do research and do it. So one of the main reasons why the organization was formed was also so that I can tell my audience, listen, I understand. I've built a team. I've broken the team. I've had a mess. I exactly know what you're talking about. And I have learned my lesson. Let me impart to you what I know, right? And what I have learned over my experience. So when you ask about what is important to create an organization, is it logical reasoning? Is it risk appetite? I have worked with thousands of business owners. And let me tell you this. It's a deadly combination of these two. Risk and logic. If you don't have both, and also many other competencies, by the way, it's about risk, it's about logical reasoning, it's about commercial acumen, it's about purpose, wanting to create a difference to the world, it's about being passionate and disciplined. So it's a whole range of things that compels you to become an owner of a business rather than just a trader. So if you're asking me what is needed, I can give you 100 leadership competencies needed or entrepreneurial competencies needed to become an organization builder. Not just these two, there are just too many of them. You need to know HR, you need to know marketing, you need to know क्या फायदा, आप इतना अच्छा प्रोडक्ट है आपके पास, इतना अच्छा आपका ट्रेनिंग आप बहुत ही अच्छा कर रहे हो, you're a superstar there, you have no clue on how to project yourself on social media. You have no idea. क्या करोगे उसका? घर वालों के घर के बाई को ट्रेन करोगे क्या? Right? So, it really, if you intend to build an organ, okay, otherwise you choose to be a trainer. Just be a trainer, learn a little bit of something about social media marketing, about selling, sales. कितने trainers हैं जिनको बेचना नहीं आता है, Roy? They don't know how to sell themselves and their products.
And many trainers alienate themselves, no? So they say that I can focus on delivery. Sales मुझसे नहीं होता है. वो आप करके दे दो, I will deliver it. So people have lived that way.
But then you have to tie up then with organizations. Then you have to be part of an organization जहाँ कोई आपको सेल आपको बेच के देखे. लेकिन एक चीज तो है ना, if you can't sell yourself, why will somebody else buy from you? Am I making sense there?
Yeah.
If you are unable to convince somebody, and I believe that when you are truly convinced with your own product, and if you've done work on it, ना ऐसे ही नहीं. I am great, बोल के तुम great नहीं बन जाएगा, right? You can't become great just because you say you're great. If you can't convince a group of people and references can't be generated because of the awesome work that you've done, then you have to introspect. You have to retrospect about what went wrong. And if you want to convert, like I said, you can be मैंने कहा ना, you can be a passionate trainer. Do it for free ना. पैसा मत charge करो ना. मत करो पैसा charge. क्यों पैसा charge करो? फिर passionately करो. No problem. मेरे पास आ जाओ, मैं देती हूँ ना आपको बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट जहाँ पे फ्री में आपको पैसे नहीं मिलेंगे. आपको फ्री करो, मैं देती हूँ आपको. आपको पैसे चाहिए अगर, तो आपको बेचना सीखना तो पड़ेगा ना. प्रोफेशन, जैसे said, no, if you convert that into a profession, 50% of the time you can live your passion. बाकी 50% of the time आपको सब करना पड़ेगा. फाइनेंस, सेल्स, मार्केट में जाके नॉक करना डोर को, प्रेजेंटेशन देना पड़ेगा, आपको अपना डॉक्यूमेंट ठीक करना पड़ेगा, मॉड्यूल क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा, ई बुक्स क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा, लोगों की बातें सुननी पड़ेगी. करना तो 50% करना तो पड़ेगा, बिकॉज you've chosen training as a profession. And profession will take that away from you. You have to, it's a very conscious choice to convert that passion into a profession. So you have to learn all of it. If you want to become a professional trainer, There is not one or two things, it's a whole multitude of things. And if you build an organization, you're no longer a trainer, right? And forget L&D organization. Any organization, you need to have extremely sharp entrepreneurial skills. And that includes a different ball game altogether. It's a different ball game altogether. You need to know about every department. अब ये नहीं बोल सकते नहीं मैं खाली ट्रेनिंग करता हूँ, मैं खाली डेवलप करूंगा, कोई तो करेगा फाइनेंस, उल्लू बना के सारा पैसा लेके भाग जाएंगे आपके लोग, आपको देखना तो पड़ेगा ना. You have to see it, right? So as an entrepreneur, I'm saying don't have to be an expert in all other areas. You have to know. And that the luxury of having a full sales team कभी होएगा. आप 5 करोड़ कमाओगे तब आप सेल्स टीम सेट करोगे ना. 5 लोगों का टीम है, 2 लोग प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे हैं, 2 लोग सोशल मीडिया में आपको प्रमोट कर रहे हैं, और 5 करोड़ तक पहुंचने के लिए तो यू हैव टू डू ऑल दिस, राइट? सेल्स तो करना पड़ेगा ना. और तो I'm not saying become a sales expert, but at least know how to present your thought to any organization that will employ you. If tomorrow you came to Liberation Coaches, you have to be able to sell yourself to me. If you can't sell yourself to me, how do I sell you to the customer? मैं कैसे करूँ? कल अच्छा ऐसा हुआ भी है. Let me tell you, honestly, there have been training programs where the customer has said, we will not pay you. It was a shitty program. हमने वो रिस्क भी लिया है, and we've still paid. We have lost customers and what lakhs of business of several customers like that, because the trainer whom हमने विश्वास करके उनको भेजा, they did a bad job. And कोई भी आके मुझे बोले ना, अरे customer had a problem, I didn't have the problem. Customer is paying, so the customer has to be happy. Will you accept it? If you're wearing a dress and if you hate the dress, you come back home and you say it doesn't suit you, doesn't fit you, it is tight, it is whatever, and you go and tell your designer, I hated the dress, which say, मैंने तो अपना काम किया, तू देखो क्या करने का. ऐसा चलेगा क्या? आपने पैसे दिए तो वसूल तो करोगे ना. So many trainers, so I've had trainers like that who are very passionate about what they do, but they don't know that at all. If you want to make it a profession and you want to build an organization, damn it, the customer has to be happy. The customer has to say, send this person back, we love this person. We have taken that. वो भी risk हो गया ना, वो तो मेरे लिए इतना बड़ा risk हुआ. Instead of when I am called for a training, I say, listen, I have Elroy. Elroy is an amazing trainer. I'm telling you, अब मेरे तो ये डर है कि आप मुझे भूल जाओगे एक बार Elroy को सुन लोगे. मैं तो ऐसा बेच रही हूँ ना आपको. I'm selling you that way. That Elroy की बात, sir, if you just give him one opportunity, this program, I'm telling you, you are going to be so impressed with him that you're going to forget. Right? So मैं Elroy को भेज रही हूँ. Elroy I'm not saying he did a bad job, but he didn't deliver what customer expected. And the customer says, I don't want to pay, I will not pay for this program. There are several times where this has happened, where the customer is not paid for Elroy. I have then gone, or Amol Bule has gone and conducted the program all over again at our expense, including the flight, the stay, because the customer had already sponsored it once. And as per the project, they were supposed to pay for once. We have gone and with our money, we have conducted the entire program all over again till the customer is happy. And we still paid the trainer. Lekin even if several times you try to give the feedback to the trainer, Elroy, वो मुश्किल है यार feedback देना. वो narcissism आपका allow ही नहीं करा कि जानना कि अरे मैंने यहाँ गलती की होगी. Customer how is the customer wrong? Customer paid you. अगर उसने विश्वास से पे किया और उसको value नहीं मिला, वो तो बोलेगा ना, पैसा वापस नहीं मांगेगा क्या? हम नहीं मांगते हैं क्या? अरे भैया आलू देखो ना पूरा खराब निकला, चलो वापस पैसे दो. हम आलू के साथ करते हैं यार, ठीक है? तो ट्रेनर के साथ क्यों नहीं करेंगे? तो ऐसा बहुत सारा, it's been several times we had that, and that's what running an organization really means. It means taking that kind of risk, and at the same time having the damn balls to also follow through with the commitments that you've given, and making sure the customer is happy and he calls you back, because training is still a luxury business. OD is still a luxury business. We are into organization development. It's still a luxury business. Unless a customer has money, they will not invite you. Right? We are not into the, हम लोग essentials में नहीं आते हैं. हम आते ही नहीं हैं. हम सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन और सेल्फ एस्टीम में आते हैं. ऊपर वाले हायरार्की में ऊपर है हम लोग. तो अनलेस टू क्रिएट ड्रामेटिक वैल्यू, इम्पॉसिबल है कि ट्रेनिंग इंडस्ट्री सर्वाइव करेगा, द ट्रेनर सर्वाइव करेगा.
I'm sure there is a lot that you have learned through this video. In case you are a learning and development professional or a learner, don't forget to subscribe to our channel Learners Conclave and click the bell icon to be the first to know of new videos.